Hello everyone and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. Today's report is for Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. Oops, forgot to turn off the sound of my devices yet again. There we go. My name is Lysander Xanthus. I am a clairvoyant psychic and energy healer, and today I'm sharing with you the Astrology, Numerology, and card reading for the day ahead, June 3rd. So this is your quick resource for the information for the following day. Let's get started. So today's numerology is for, forgot to change the date on the screen. Well, it's for June 4th, excuse me. I'm going to actually take a moment to change that real quick. Not sure why the keyboard is acting up. So this report is for June 4th, 2020, excuse me. So it is a 4-day, and so the guidance for the day ahead pertains to the structure of your life. Take the day ahead to think about if your schedule and life structure nurture your well-being. And sometimes this is something that's very easily overlooked. We can put too many things on our plate and then berate ourselves when we don't accomplish those 15 things. Or we may run ourselves ragged and then eventually we do burn out. And even when we are burnt out, we can still continue to push ourselves. And that can really cause a lot of problems long term. So thinking about the way you've actually structured your lifestyle, the way you live, if you accommodate your ability to sleep and eat at the same times each day is really important to consider. So that's the numerology for the day ahead and just your reminder to take care of yourself. And if your schedule is allowing for that. All right. Next, I would like to share with you the card of the day. The card of the day is intended to give you insight into the day ahead, which is June 4th. And as always, the card of the day comes to you from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. This is a collective message, so you may find you resonate with the entirety of the message or just parts of it, and both are perfect. So today's card is Joy. This marks a time for celebration, for this portends the joyous completion of a project, the attainment of a goal, or the end of a long and arduous journey. When you're thirsty, this marker promises that you'll find a well. When you're cold, a blanket. When you're hungry, nourishment. Joy also has another aspect, for not only does it celebrate receiving blessings from the fruits of actual labor, but it's also about the sharing of it. Joy celebrates itself. Its very essence radiates beauty and well-being. Like the spring sun breaking through after a long and gloomy winter, joy reminds us to be grateful for all the gifts of life. Joy bestows the blessings of happiness. You truly have reason to smile when this marker appears on your path. Always interesting, especially today, the reminder to be joyful. Joy, like gratitude, is an extremely powerful energy, and it tends to invite more of itself. And that's the card for June 4th. So next, I would like to share with you the astrological aspects for the day ahead, June 4th. This describes the energy present in the day ahead, influencing all of us, available for us all to use. We choose to do so. This is all regardless of your individual sun sign. So it's a description of the energy in the day rather than a personal horoscope. Let's take a look. So, the moon in Scorpio is sextile with Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn. Now, this is a energy of deep change, purging, and transformation especially within ourselves. And it's possible that some of us may not even realize that these shifts and releases are occurring. Sometimes there's a lot of things that happen inside of us below our awareness, and for some of us it'll be very obvious that this is happening. Consider what shifts are occurring for you in your life. This is a fantastic opportunity to reassert your own control of your life, to discover that passion, that power within you, and to pull it out and express it, and to take action and take charge. All right. Next is the moon in Scorpio, sextile with Jupiter in retrograde in Capricorn. And so this brings up the question, where does your passion lie? Your success is led by your heart, and to kind of reject and allow yourself to let go anything that's not your goal. So anything else belonging to others, really releasing. There is a lot of power, and we can connect to our own inner power and passion when we're not diluting ourselves with other people's energies, opinions, emotions, whatever, with other people's ideas of success, how we should be, what we should do, and so on. All right. The moon moves into Sagittarius. So within ourselves, we shift into a place of exploring within and perhaps making discoveries about ourselves, how we really feel, aspects of ourselves, whatever. Of course, it's more likely to occur if you are an introspective individual. Otherwise, that desire to explore, discover, consider things from a broader perspective will be more outwardly directed. And then we have the moon in Sagittarius sextile with Saturn. I do see a question we'll get to in a moment. Saturn in retrograde in Aquarius. This talks about looking within and asking questions to yourself about your place in society or your community, or where you see yourself in the greater tapestry of existence, and kind of questioning things for yourself, not in a way where you're actively trying to shake things apart, but just sort of putting some thoughtfulness into how you play into things and how the greater whole affects you in turn. All right, and that is the astrology for the day. And I'm going to take a moment to answer this question. Tiffany asks, how do I know if I have my own ideas or someone else's? Well, this requires a little introspection and self-awareness, being aware of what it is you actually want for yourself. And there are a few different methods you could go about this. If this pertains to shoulds in your life, things you should be, do, or have, the suggestion is to create a list of all your shoulds, and then replace all those shoulds with could. So it says I could blank instead of I should blank. And then you ask yourself, I could do blank, so why don't I? And then you'll discover your answers, and you'll find for a lot of them it'll be because you don't actually want to do, be, or have that thing. And then you can consider, so why am I pressuring myself with a should? And then kind of contemplate from there, and it requires a degree of personal honesty. So that's one method. The other method is in your mental dialogue within yourself, to be self-aware and to be your own observer of your own inner dialogue. And with a thought or feeling, ask yourself, does this belong to, who does this belong to? If you feel a shift in that feeling, or kind of like a lightning, it may not be yours. Especially if you frequently have imaginary conversations with other people, especially if they're repetitive arguments. This may be exterior energy interfering, And it's just sort of I don't want to have this conversation anymore, kind of saying that within yourself to that imaginary person or to that thought. I can't give you the response that you want from me, and then divert your attention. At the end, ultimately, it's about having the discipline to choose your thoughts. It does take time to establish the habit, but you can. Let's see. Reading Tiffany's additional thought. That's totally understandable. Something feels bad for your health, but feels bad in the programmed responsibility adulting realm. So I would just give it some thought, and ultimately you are the only one that must live with your decisions and with how you choose to live your life. No one else does, unless you have children. You've got to take care of yourself. And if you are still worried about that being too selfish, it's important to take care of yourself, because if you don't, you won't really be able to be there for others anyway. Alright. So now I would like to take a moment to say MMR is made possible by viewers like yourself. Thank you. On screen are the names of our current Patreon members. Thank you for your continued support for helping me create this content. Thank you to all of you who share and watch these videos made for you. If you'd like to become a patron member, visit patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report to receive access to exclusive content. All right. So that concludes this episode of MMR. I hope that it has served you well. There is a lot of going on. Sorry to hear that people have been having an off week. And although the present moment may not be pleasant, being here in the present moment and within yourself can be a way to get away from all those other thoughts running away with you and bring your power. You can only really experience your power right here in the moment. And create positive outlets for, what's it called? Is it a better word? Disassociating, kind of distracting yourself for your own mental health. Have positive ways of doing that. And then there are times when you need to be present and really check in with yourself, mostly so you know what it is, what you need. So I do post daily energy healings. You can check those out on my page, and even when they're not live, you can watch them. So there's quite a bit of contact for those who just need a little extra help finding their center. And of course, many other people make similar videos. So thanks for sharing these few minutes with me, and be most blessed. I'll see you all again very soon. My name's Lysander Xanthus, and this has been the Morning Metaphysical Report.